You know, what happened in Carmarthen and the recounts and all that, well, that's history, that's known to people. I don't know whether there's need to go through all that now. Everybody knows about it. It's historical, and it's the...
How many recounts were there?
I keep on forgetting. I sometimes say 6 and then sometimes I think 5. But I tell you what, far more than 1. That's for sure.
At what time did you all get to bed eventually, or did you not get
10 o'clock on a Friday night. Took all that time to decide. And that final one, because I have to say, I thought I'd lost. Because on the... William Peregrine, the returning officer, pulled us all together and said, look, whatever it was, I think we've had 4 recounts now. The main count, 4 recounts. We are down to less than single figures here. I'm going to call a halt now. We're going to have 1 more. And whatever that is that, he said. And what it'll be, he said, each candidate will be counted separately. Not together. So the Tory, who was 4th, counted, same vote as the ballot before, as the count before. The Liberal, and this was a problem. You see, in 1970, there was a very, very strong Liberal candidate, Huw Thomas, the ITN newscaster, who was a dashing, good-looking man, and he was very, very well known in Carmarthenshire, and he had a vote of 10,000 when I won in big vote. Well, this time they were down to 1,000 odd. Liberal vote, same. I was now losing by 1. Same. So I had made up my mind, well, I've lost by 1. And as they were coming to the end of the count for Gwynfor, some bloke or lady or someone in the back of the hall put her hand up. And in a bundle of 50 for Gwynfor Evans, there was actually only 46 there. And that was that. But throughout the day and a half, we would look, there'd be spoilt papers. People hadn't voted properly. The stamp, where they, perforate each ballot paper, many of them had not gone through. If the perforation doesn't go through the ballot paper, it's not a valid ballot paper. Right? So we ended up with about 100 of those. Okay? Well, you wouldn't believe it. Gwynfor and myself, the agents who were holding these papers up against the light, just trying to prove that there is a pin mark there, there is a... That's how desperate it was. Looking back, I should have conceded. I should have lost by 1. Much better. Because then you knew what to do next time round. Gwynfor would have been in the House of Commons and I would have been knocking doors for 6 months flat out. Instead of which, it was the other way around. I was wasting my time in the House of Commons and Gwynfor and his colleagues were working hard in Carmarthen. Hanging on to the seat was probably a mistake. And I never thought that at the time, because you want to win, do you? But it was best, much better, if I'd actually lost.